Good morning. It is Mrs. Harwood and her wonderful teaching assistants, Miss Shelby May, all decked out for St. Patrick's Day because it is St. Patrick's Day as we record this. She has been running out in the area of her yard all over the grass, so she's a little bit sleepy and probably going to nap. And of course, our other assistant, Miss Chatty, is going to make sure that we do all of our calculations correctly today. So we're going to start back. I know we watched the video this morning that you should have just watched about why we actually calculate with multiplication when we're doing area versus when we were doing perimeter, we did addition. So we'll come back to that window that we found the perimeter of yesterday. This window, when we found the perimeter, we wanted to know the metal around it. Today I want to know how much glass goes inside of it. I need that glass to be in that window to keep out the hot air or the cold air. So that glass is pretty important, and I need to know how much glass is there. Now, we did yesterday take the dimensions of 45 inches. I used inches. Today, I'm changing it, if you see the yellow, to feet. Because as we're going to be multiplying, we do know how to multiply double-digit numbers. But since we just learned that in 4th grade and we still are kind of making some errors, we're going to use feet, which will give us a smaller number. If you remember, as you go later to measure things around your house, you have a trusty hand with a thumb. If you take your thumb, give me a thumbs up, and bend that thumb from your knuckle to the end of your thumb is about an inch. So you have a measurement right there, even if you don't have a ruler. That is about an inch from the knuckle out. When I was doing the feet, I'm going to take 12 of those inches, and it's going to equal 1 foot. Well, when you're measuring with feet, guess what you have? You have feet. Use your feet. Not everyone's foot is the same distance, but it will be an estimate. So use your feet when you want to measure in feet around your house today. So if we take these dimensions, we have 4 feet by 4 feet. So we're going to come over. Now I'm drawing a model to reiterate why we are going to put our answer in squares. So I'm going to multiply 4 feet by 4 feet, which is modeled here. And when we do our answer, we're going to say 16 square feet. Because inside that window, there are 16 square feet. So the window's area would be 16 square feet. Then we'll come over to the cabinet. And as I'm walking, Aaliyah, if you're watching, see that candle? You gave it to me for Christmas. I told you I'd put it up in my house. Up here, we have some blocks that say our name. And the top dimension is 3 inches. And the side dimension of the A, we'll pull it down here, is 6. So if we want to find out the area for this A, the sweet lady who made these for me had to paint the entire front of this gold. We want to know how much did she actually paint gold on the front, which would be the area. So we have our model again. We had a dimension, a width of 3 inches, and a length of 6 inches. So we want to multiply that 3 inches by that 6 inches, and that would mean that the area of that A is 18 square inches. Again, going back to the first video, we are making an array to show that multiplication and to show how much of that gold paint she had to paint all over that A. So next we will come over to one of the signs on the wall, and that is true. If you are home right now, I hope that you are home with your family and enjoying your family. The length of this sign is 35 inches. And the width is 6 inches. So we're going to need to multiply that 35 times 6 to find out how long and big all that brown. Whoever painted this one had to have painted the entire front area brown. In order to find that, we would do 35 times 6. I am not drawing a model for a double-digit number. We've drawn some today to prove that they need to be square, inches or feet or meters. So we're just going to find the product, which would mean 6 times 5 gives us a product of 30. 6 times 3, 3 representing that 30, gives us a product of 18, plus the other 3 gives us a product of 21. So our answer would be 210 square inches for how much brown is painted on the front of that, the area of the front. Now, one of the things that I've asked you to do today is to, after the video, go around in your house and find things that are rectangular and try to measure them, get the dimensions. You're going to need the length and the width. We are still sleepy over here. So I'm going to do the rug. And probably like most of you, you do not have a meter or a yardstick at your house. But remember, you have your feet. So we're going to measure this rug, and I want to see how much space is that wood floor is covered up by this rug, and I want to find out how much of it is covered up, which would be the area. So since, again, I don't have a meter stick, I'm going to literally take my feet. You put 1 foot. I'm going to check my coordination. 2 feet. 3 feet. 4 feet. 5 feet. 6 feet. 7 feet. And now that is not exact, but we are doing estimates today because we don't want to do 7.5 just yet. So we're going to say that's 8 feet. And I already did the other one this morning to know that it is 15. So think about if I'm trying to find the area of how much that rug covers up, and I have the dimensions of 8 feet and 15 feet, think about what I would do to find that area. Hopefully you said you would multiply that 15 times 8. 8 times 5 is going to give us the product of 40. 8 times 1, representing a 10, is going to give us the product of 8. Plus 4, 12, representing 120. And those again would be square feet, because I measured in my feet. You didn't know you had your own ruler, did you? So I want to show you some parts, or a very funny part of that we get a kick out of in our house. You see the bunny rabbits. When we first bought this house, we literally took out all the floor and put in new floor. Mr. Harwood painted every single wall and put up all this crown molding and painted some different colors. He painted and painted and painted. And because we were in a time crunch, because of course we love some football, we wanted to have a Super Bowl party, we were pushing and pushing and pushing and working late, and there was a spot in the house that Mr. Harwood made a mistake. Because we're all human, and we're going to make mistakes, right? We do it every day in class. So I thought it would be awesome today to show you one of the mistakes that we've made, but we've left it there to remind ourselves that we're not perfect, and it cracks us up. So I'm going to show you one of the mistakes in our house that's funny to us. So this is my bathroom. That is where I get dressed every morning. That is where Mr. Harwood wrote me a nice little note. We have soap because we're washing our hands a lot. So in this bathroom used to be bright blue when we moved in. And I Harwood did not like that bright blue. So Mr. Harwood painted all these walls. And you see up there, around the perimeter, because we knew for Super Bowl no one would come into our bathroom, he didn't quite go back and fix the perimeter. See that kind of crazy look up there? It looks like I painted it. So he made a little mistake by forgetting to come back to the perimeter around this part of the wall. But my favorite, if you go under, where literally no one else can see, look what's under there. That is the color that this bathroom used to be. So think about, what did Mr. Harwood paint there? He painted the perimeter. And what did he forget? Hopefully he said he forgot the area, but we leave it that way because we are reminding ourselves how hard we worked to remodel our house and that everybody makes errors. So I hope that you are enjoying your days at home. We are surely, as you see again, one more time, that we are napping around this place. If you take a nap today, it is as comfortable as these guys are. Once you wake up, finish the rest of the lesson. Have a great day. I miss you all. See you soon.